uw applaus voor the King, Mervyn King.
The King of Kings. Bow down to the King. 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 Bow down to the
En de tweede speler uit St. Helens, Engeland. Het nummer 5 van de wereld. Finalist in de World Championship 2019. En finalist in de Masters 2020. Dames en heren, uw applaus. Bully Boy Michael Smith. Dames en heren, graag nog uw applaus voor onze caller, Mr. George Noble.
Hello and welcome back to the Etihad Arena in Hasselt, Belgium for the very first Euro Tour event of the year, the inaugural Belgian Darts Championship. Tonight we will see our champion crowned. Paul Nicholson sat alongside me, Dan Dawson. We'll have Rob Malarkey talking you through the action. We've only got 7 games to go, 4 quarter-finals, 2 semi-finals and the final. Of the 8 players left standing, all bar 1 have won PDC titles. All bar 2 have won European Tour titles before. Could see first-time winner if Dirk van Dijvenbode or Nathan Aspinall make it all the way through and claim the title. They will go up against each other in the 3rd quarter-final, but we start with the bully boy, Michael Smith, one of the most successful players in the history of the European Tour, and Mervyn King, a man who won his sole Euro Tour title by beating Michael Smith a few years ago in the final in the Glaspalast in Sindelfingen. Merv, less than 2 weeks ago, said that his form at the start of the year has been transformed after some advice from Michael Smith.
Throw first. Game on.
Will the bully boy, a 4-time winner on the Euro Tour, come to regret the words of advice he gave to Mervyn King just a matter of days ago and has helped transform him from a guy who was struggling for form to a guy who is doing this quite a lot?
Well, Merv knows all about that because it's the advice he gave me that allowed me to beat him in the Players' Championship final. So maybe it's about time it actually went the other way 10 years later. But what advice did he give him? Do you know?
He did. I went and asked Merv after he played so incredibly well in his game against Glendoran, averaged 106.
140.
I said, what has Michael Smith told you? And he said, all it was just about varying my practice routines, trying to mix it up. I was getting stuck in a rut, doing the same things, and nothing was changing. I've changed things up, and literally, within a few days, he was back on the Players' Championship, throwing 100 averages. Oh, he's not gone deep in those Players' Championship events last weekend.
105.
But he's turned up here. 93 average beat Justin Pipe, 106 average beat Glenn Doran. Pretty tough battle with Martijn Kleermaker, a fellow unseeded player.
100.
And won that 6-3, and now he's got a chance. 3 wins tonight, and he picks up another Euro Tour title. What he was after, doesn't have to go 25 and bull. So he'll go 51-24.
64.
At least attempt to.
That one came out the handle. You could see the twist of the lower arm when he was throwing it. And he's going to be under pressure. This double 6 has to go.
128. Mervyn, you require 12.
Well, these can be awkward. He doesn't want to miss inside first dart, but he does want to attack it. Oh, now down for the double three. And that's the problem. That is the problem.
No score. Michael, you require 48.
Oh, Michael Smith missed a single last time out. He hasn't missed this one. Here were the shots he was taking earlier on this afternoon against MVG.
Mervyn, you require 12.
Beat the world #1 Michael van Gerwen, his first ranking victory over MVG in 2 years, Michael Smith. He's going to do it again, is he? At least he gets a third dart at the double. And it proves to be important.
Mervyn King.
See how upright Merv's darts go in. He actually stretched the inside double three wire and made the segment look bigger. There's going to be a few of those in this match. I'd be amazed if we don't get at least 8.
Oh, quite possible. Anything's possible with Michael Smith when it comes to 180 hitting. Beat Michael van Gerwen this afternoon. He
93.
battered Ronnie Hybrex yesterday in his opening game, a 6-1 win with an average in excess of 103. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes, Michael Smith. It was only on Thursday that he hit his first ever televised 9-darter.
2 in a week.
59.
2.5 a week.
Michael, you require
Could it happen?
141.
141 required. No, not this time.
He's looking for the 60 this time.
65.
That's okay. Got a rather healthy lead. But the good thing for me with Michael Smith in the last couple of weeks has been the absence of
45.
negativity.
Michael, you require
Seems
76.
to be very pepped up after getting that first point on the board in the Premier League, and he's been very different since then. Tops now.
56.
Yeah, I thought he spoke very well on Thursday night after hitting his first TV 9-darter. He said, look, I do look like I am beating myself up, and I do. Don't look like I'm enjoying myself, but I am. I realise how lucky I am to be in the position I am, a world #5. It's been a long while since he's won a title. But the clock might be reset.
He's on the second leg, Michael
Later
Smith.
on tonight,
The leg
20 is taken out on double 5.
I was just about to ask you that. It has been a while.
Do you remember when?
A deceptive amount of time. It's at least a couple of years, isn't it?
It is Shanghai, his World Series
137.
title. So yeah, we're looking at it a couple of years ago. That's how long it was that we were in Asia on the World Series. Not going back there
55.
this year. Mind you, it'd be called off even if we did, I think. Certainly a lot of the Asia Tour events have been called off.
60.
It's a bit of a shame, isn't it, for the Asia Tour? Because
It
it's
really is.
been going from strength to strength the last couple of years. It's not the only sport that's suffered because of the virus. It's definitely a nickname you don't want to employ if you're just coming into the game.
Yeah.
You might get people not wanting to play you.
Oh, look at this.
140.
Merv leaves a finish. Michael's just got to be clever with his maths here. That's perhaps one of the things that Michael Smith doesn't get credit for. When was the last time you saw him make a counting error? It just doesn't happen, does it?
No, he is one of the, in my opinion, top 3 calculators on the planet. He thinks way back into the mid 300s. He's figuring out a way to get to a finish.
170.
So the 170 is not going to go. He's going to leave himself on a potential 2-darter. Merv's going to need all 3 darts for this one to hold his throw and creep ahead again. Can't be done.
That's the dart that Michael Smith wanted to see at the back of the stage.
Michael, you require
All he wanted was one more
70.
chance. He will go treble 10. Oh, lovely. Because he's got that central single, and the way his darts stand up, you know for a fact, in rhythm, he wants to go to the left because there's more room. It was a beautiful shot.
He was taken out. Well, actually, all weekend he's been looking good on tops and particularly 10s. He looks like he's back in love with double 10 this year, which I described it earlier on this weekend against Ronnie Hybrex. It is like a football team welcoming back their star player after a long injury.
120.
These guys, of course, everything is on draw bracket order on the final day of the Euro Tour. It's been a while, guys. You might not remember how these things work.
96.
The guys who played first up in the afternoon session, they're first on this evening. So these guys will have had a particularly long day. Whereas the likes of, say, Mentor Suljevic, who played last on in the afternoon, it's a slightly truncated
54.
day. Now, you would think that maybe lends itself a little advantage to those guys at that half of the draw, but these guys can go back, chill out, and then just treat this evening as a brand new tournament.
It's a good argument because I've been in both situations and I prefer to play later on the Sunday just to make the tournament a bit smaller. And you know that if you're playing late on the Sunday afternoon, that from a nutrition perspective, you just want to graze the rest of the day. Whereas if you win the first or second game of the afternoon, you have a decent feed and still plenty of time to not feel too full going into a match. You don't want to be sluggish, you want to be energetic.
135.
Well, Michael Smith knows what it takes to win these Euro Tour events. He's won 4 of them and he's been in other finals as well. So this is somewhere he should feel very comfortable. That will make him feel a little bit less comfortable because there is pressure. But tops and tens have been good. And they continue to be good for Michael Smith.
Fifth leg, Mervyn to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, I get the feeling Michael Smith is about to have a pretty good week. And if you're looking for
100.
a tip for next week's UK Open, you might not want to bet against someone like Michael, who just takes a second. That's the right thing to do if you're not feeling comfortable.
Right,
well, but he wasn't feeling comfortable 12 months ago.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was going to say. And yet he still nearly went all the way to the final. He was hobbling about, had that nasty injury. But he still played some really good darts.
140.
Darts.
Well,
placing him in.
He hasn't changed those barrels for a little bit of time now. You can see the speed of Michael Smith there. That deliberate twist back, and one of the best deliberate follow-throughs with every dart. Everything gets its full attention. I'd love to listen in on the thoughts of Merv just for 10 minutes, because he doesn't hear much. He's got those earplugs in, incredibly focused. It's all a bit more speedy with Michael. It's a bit more natural, you feel.
This might have to go, Merv. It's not going to, because Michael Smith, he's averaging 104 at the minute. You fancy he's going to pick 55. Up a treble 20 with one of his first 2 darts.
Michael, you require
get to
130.
go at the bullseye for a 12-darter and a break of throw. Oh, wow. Didn't see that one coming, I've got to say.
90.
Good leave.
Mervyn, you require 106.
He had to go at this earlier and couldn't take it out. How about this time?
90. Michael, you require
40. Just get the feeling that Michael seems to have a bit more energy.
On the fifth leg, Michael Smith.
And he's got 3 more legs.
Michael to throw
than Mervyn now. He's in a great position. And it doesn't matter where you look this evening, you are going to get great, great matches. Michael Smith, if he wins this, he will play Ratajski or Wright. Yeah. I don't care who they play tonight. The entire lineup is delicious.
Yeah, look, it's so difficult to call, but right now Michael Smith is averaging 103 again. He averaged 103 against Ronnie Hybrex, and in between, furious he wasn't on the 9-darter again. But in between, it's up to 106 now, and that'll climb to nearly 108. Yeah, in between those Big Ton Plus averages, he's beaten Michael van Gerwen in a ranking tournament for the first time in 2 years. So look, it couldn't have gone much better.
140.
Yeah, that 4th dart of the leg came out of his hand so late. In motion, it comes out of his hand and he slaps his thigh in one motion.
56.
Just goes to show how quickly his brain works. Quicker than the average bear.
I mean, you guys know, the vast majority of the time, you guys know before it hits the board whether it's a good dart. Oh, yeah. You certainly know if it's a bad dart.
128.
I like the ones where they're doubles and you know they're in. Another. Double 4. It's just brilliant. It's too good. And Mervyn King, all he can do is stand at the back and say,
to throw first.
I tip my hat to that.
Well, Mervyn King made the quarterfinals of the World Match Play last year. One of a number of very good showings in TV events that he had. But his run was ended by Michael Smith, 16-11. It looks like his run to the quarterfinal here on the Euro Tour is going to be ended by the same man. It may well have been Michael Smith's advice that has helped kickstart Mervyn King's season. But the only advice that Michael Smith could give Mervyn King now is basically go and average 110, then you've got a chance.
I haven't seen Michael look this good for quite a while, actually, since his World Championship run to the final. I'd say the way he played against Nathan in the semi-final, I haven't seen him play this well since then.
100.
He looked pretty good at the old World Series event in America, didn't he? And then he just got he was actually pretty competitive in the final, but Nathan Aspinall was unreal, particularly in the early stages.
60.
There was some great stuff at the World Match Play, of course, when he beat Merv. But look, when he's playing well, he is a thrilling watch. And he might end it with the biggest check out of the lot, because he's already had a 1-2-8, 2 treble 20s and bullseye, and he's going to be forced to have a go. Oh,
82.
No.
Michael, you require 170.
3 up the middle. Just shy.
Trying to
the
leave
red
double
bit.
15.
130. Mervyn, you require 155.
Just so good.
All right, loving double top so much that he's leaving that rather than double 15. Oh, he's nodding, Smith. He thinks it's happening. Oh, it nearly was.
136.
Just so much quality, and I love these two guys going at it. Great spirit, great talent, and a victory in the top corner. That's worthy of any free kick around the wall. A wonderful performance from Michael Smith, and if that is a marker for the rest of the evening, who's to say he can't go and get a 5th European Tour title? Bully Boy is here to win this in Belgium.
Dames en heren, een applaus voor Mervyn King. Michael Smith, so relaxed, scoring so high with a great average. Some great checkouts at top 20 and the 128. How do you feel?
I feel good. I felt confident then. Like, it was a different game to what I played early on against Michael, but I beat Michael, and this is my chance, because everyone wants to beat Michael Van Gerwen, and now that got him out of the way, I didn't want to get beat either, so I had to full throttle, full me, full 100%, and gladly I did that, and I got the win.
Voilà, dames en heren, misschien weet u het nog niet, maar Michael Smith schakelde daar straks Michael Van Gerwen uit en speelt nu ongelooflijke darts. Michael Smith, who's gonna stop you?
Myself. That's how I always think. If my head's not in the right place, and then that's what it is. If I'm 100% focused, it's only me that can stop me, and that's what I believe.
Well, good luck in the semi-finals. Michael Smith, dames en heren, Bully Boy, Michael Smith.